And we cross back to Nasrec, and this is where members of the ANC are gathered outside the venue, with some expressing their support for the under-fire President Cyril Ramaphosa and others calling for his head. Our reporter Tumaole is live for us there. Let's start with you, Tumaole, and talk to us about the sentiment coming from those who are pro and anti-Ramaphosa, also worrying talk of physical violence.
Well, certainly worrying there in terms of some of the sentiments expressed to me quite vociferously a bit earlier, where one of the members was very aggressive in terms of trying to put their view across. Some are saying that, of course, President Cyril Ramaphosa has nothing really to answer to, while others are saying that, in terms of the controversy that has erupted over the last few days, in terms of also the meeting here at Nasrec, that President Ramaphosa should step down. But let's hear from Cyril Ramaphosa. He is the Deputy Minister of Communications, but he stands here as an ANC member. Mr. Ramaphosa, your view about the debate that has erupted around whether President Ramaphosa should step down or whether he has done the right thing and has nothing to answer to further.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for having us. As you say, I'm here in my capacity as an ordinary member of the ANC. We are here in our numbers to support the President, to pledge our loyalty to him, and to say to the National Executive Committee that President Ramaphosa must not go anywhere. He must not resign. In fact, the NEC must support what Comrade Ramaphosa has been doing over the years in rooting out corruption, in rebuilding the state institutions, in making sure that our country is on a path of development and growth. Now, the report that others are saying Ramaphosa must resign is, as you have read it, is based on speculations, is based on innuendos, is based on gossips, is based on hearsay. It is not worth the paper that it is written on. And therefore, President Ramaphosa must not resign based on that report. So we are here to say that the President must not go anywhere else. The NEC must reject this report and actually instruct Parliament, caucus of the ANC in Parliament, to reject this report.
But many have been saying that, in terms of the findings of the report as well, when you look at the situation of, sitting head of state, having that much, foreign forex in terms of the dollars that were allegedly stolen from the Palapala farm, it would go against some laws of the country in terms of, a person holding that much currency, and certainly would raise questions about the head of state not following the rules as the sitting president. Do you think that this is a fair criticism to those who say that he should step down because of that particular reason?
There are investigations that are taking place to determine exactly that. What we know is that the president has given his version about how the dollars came to be at his house. The president has explained to everybody that he's a farmer, he sells animals, and that money was the proceeds from the sale of the animals. He's explaining that. So there are other institutions that are investigating. So let's allow the process of investigations to take place. Look at that report. I don't know whether you have read it. Look at paragraph 82. Paragraph 82 says, we as the panel have not been given access to all the information that we need. But how do you proceed to make damning findings when you have not been given the information? There are two versions. There is a version of Fraser, which has not been tested. There is a version of the president. Why do you choose to ignore the version of the president and go with the version of Fraser? So you can see that, this thing was predetermined. And we are saying that the president must take this report on review, because I'm sure a competent court will throw out this report.
All right. Phili Mapulani, thank you very much there. In his capacity as an ANC member, of course, also wears another hat in government as Deputy Minister of Communications. Just giving a view from some of the members here that has been held, of course, in terms of the furore around the report into those funds that were found on or taken at President Cyril Ramaphosa's Phala farm. Part of the reason and part of that particular situation being used as a call for the sitting head of state to resign, and this is something that is being discussed at this particular high-level meeting of the ANC's NEC. With that, it's back to you in the studio, Toli.
Tumaole, thank you very much for that update. Well.